again, it's similar. Similar. It's a little, when these things, when you have different divisions, 2s and 3s and 4s are really similar. It's just like tiny little what do you call it, movements. And you don't have to be really super tight about this, because this is a breathing, it's called rubato piece. But I want you to understand it, and you can do it, so I want you to practice it, because when we're playing funk, you gotta be right on it. But it's the same type of rhythm. So again, we have our timeline, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Actually, let's do left hand. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and together 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da da. Okay. So I want you to just practice this rhythm. This is a really good and essential rhythm to know. This is one of those, like, just makes everything really good. So if we slow that down here for that melody part, we're going together, right, left, right, together. And I will play it, maybe, if I can find the notes. So, okay, together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, together. Together, right, left, right, together. So that left, it just kind of comes right after the right. Together, right, left, right, together. And when you listen to the recording, you'll get it. But I want you to understand it on an intellectual level as well as just imitation level. And then this turn over here. At measure 16, you notice that little squiggle is called a turn. And then underneath it's got a parenthetical X, which means double sharp. And with a turn, I don't know, I think we had one in the Bach so far, but this one is a little bit confusing. Normally, if that, just for the sake of argument, if that was an A natural, right before that turn, what you would do, sort of the way it looks, you would start.
It is an A natural, isn't it?
No, it's an
A sharp.
Oh, I see. But I want to, because we're in the key, I just want to show you on white keys.
Oh, yeah.
You would start on the scalar key above it, go through it, down, and then that would be it. And then to the next note, which is G. But this is an F sharp, an A sharp, and the next note up is a B. And since the double sharp in parentheses is below, I don't know why it's in parentheses. This is a weird addition. Why? Below, shouldn't be in parentheses. The normal note that would be below an A is G. So we're playing a G double sharp.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's what it's telling you is the note that would normally come below is double sharp. So it's very common on those things to see a sharp above or below, or a flat or a double flat above or below.
Okay.
In other words, if it was a sharp above, it would be, instead of B, it would be C.
If the little X was above that
line? So, or the sharp.
The sharp.
It'd be like that. Anyway, so it's going to be this really tight little thing. So you're going to go. However you want to finger that is fine. I always do start on 4 and I put my thumb on the A sharp just to give me, so I'm not, this is a stretch even for me. So it's nicer to just relax about it. And this is something that's super common in Chopin. Having these turns and then getting your thumb on the black keys, you have to be able to get on there.
So can you play that measure?
Yeah.
Count it. Kind of count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, bam. So there's 4 notes against that 1/8 note. So I'm playing the A sharp with the 3rd 8th note, and then the turn, which is 4 notes, with that 4th 8th note, and then I'm landing that G up there. So I'll do it one more time. The big chords, the ones that are too big for your hands, luckily, they're an octave. So you can just not play one of them. And it's still going to be the same chord. It's not going to really destroy the sentiment. So you can go. Or, sorry, where did we go? So I'm omitting the bottom A here, which sounds like this. Hold on. Which is pretty dramatic. I like that. But let's omit the top A. We're going to play this instead. Also very dramatic. Doesn't really... But this one, you gotta play all the notes in that one. I don't care if you have to put an extension on your thumb. This is a great chord. This is a G augmented major 7, which is a really unorthodox chord for this time period. It's just beautiful. And these little grace notes, I think I really went for it on that one. You can take your time. I
I like them.
mean, those are those expressive things. You want to be able to do them spread out like that or really quick. And when I play this, I just, whatever I'm feeling in the moment, sometimes I'll play it like that. Sometimes I'll play it, you know. It's part of the control and it's part of the fun. I omitted that rest in the play along because the play along is very long already. But normally you would have 2 beats of rest.
Okay.
Or 4 beats, 4 eighth note beats plus 2. That's actually technically a bird's eye. This the hold sign is half again as much as what it is ish. That's a big silence for this piece. You would have to really have everybody in the palm of your hand, and they would just be like,
Otherwise, you're gonna get up and leave.
a lot easier in the 19th century than it is now. But
And then these.
yeah. Oh, and that's the same thing. This, so you can see the stem goes down and the stem goes up. Stem goes up as your right hand, stem goes down as your left hand. These also are octaves. So this is a big, that chord hurts. It's kind of part of the end. You gotta like hurt a little bit at the end, you know? It's like, no, seriously, like, I know I'm making fun, but Chopin, the way that, when you really get into it, when the way your hands feel, it's part of the experience. He was a pianist, you know. He like really, he put things in there for you that only you get, like the audience doesn't get. And I don't think I'm reading too much into that. But again, with this one, that's the chord. You can just omit one of the E's. That I don't think you have a prayer of playing. Like, you can just do that, or you can do this. I would probably go with this one. Or you can also arpeggiate it if you want to. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Chopin died a long time ago. And even him, he wouldn't care. He would just be like... and then the next one is just a big B major chord. So you can play it like this. We could go... Or you can go... And that one too, that's just a big E minor, so this is an octave. But you can, I mean, this is a really dramatic end to a really dramatic piece. So you can take your time, you know. However you want to do it.
Yeah, I like that.
But you have to have a teardrop must fall on the keyboard
Hit the
for the
notes.
end.